Howdy, folks. This is my fucking second attempt at... I already swore again. We're never gonna make money.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
This is our second attempt at Sonic Adventure because I made the first one fucking dumb. So I'm starting us over. I forced us to.
It's fine. It's like they say, second verse better than the first. That's what they always say.
Except Sonic Adventure 2.
That's fair.
I love Sonic Adventure 2, but Sonic Adventure is the best fucking game ever.
Yes, I think it's a better game. I have a friend who recently played through them, hated Adventure 1, likes Adventure 2.
We are not.
What world are you
I
living
can't
in?
be friends with him.
That's fair, and you're not.
So in the movie, this is like basically recreated, which is cool. Also, I think that's Tikal.
Yeah, that was definitely Tikal.
I've always thought that was Sonic.
That's funny.
I thought it was just Sonic like following the plane.
No, that was Tikal for sure.
But like they have this shot like exactly in the movie.
Except the cars move better than they
mean,
do here.
they move slightly better. So we're playing with a mod turned on. I forget what it's called. It's called Better SADX, and it uses lighting and textures from the Dreamcast because
the GameCube version
has shit textures and shit lighting.
Yeah, it's super bizarre. But yeah, we're playing the PC version of DX, which is where we're able to mod it. So we get the optimal experience. Wait, did you see the Chaos model in the background in that earlier shot?
No.
It was panning over to all the dudes, and I just saw fucking Chaos's legs. Amazing. That's so funny. Did he even shoot that funny?
So...
Also, I forgot about the rings. So funny.
I love it. Yeah, the rings are in the shot. In the Sonic X adaptation of this, they cut out the shooting.
That doesn't surprise me.
Sonic X is lame.
Yeah, but
but in the Japanese version, they still shoot him.
Oh, okay. It's just for the American version.
It's the American. The 4Kids version has a lot of dumb things taken out.
It doesn't surprise me. So they do that a lot with like American kids cartoons. Like recently, a friend and I watched the '90s X-Men cartoon, and that one they don't use regular guns; they use laser guns, so they don't shoot bullets. But especially 4Kids is so bad at censoring stuff, dude.
I can't believe I just got hit by this fucking guy.
Yeah, it's not like it matters. It'll be over soon enough anyway.
I got hit again.
Good job. But yeah, no, 4Kids censoring stuff is hilarious. Like their famous attempt at putting out the One Piece anime stands to mind. There was a character that constantly smoked, so they had to edit a lollipop into his mouth instead of a cigarette.
That's pretty epic.
It's so funny.
So, yeah, if you look at him, Sonic's model in the Dreamcast version is like, first of all, his texture is less plastic.
Yes, it is.
Because a lot of DX textures look like fucking plastic.
Yeah, it's weird.
And he looks, so his texture looks more like fur, which it never really looks like fur.
But you know, as much as you could back in the day.
I mean, like his new, even now, he doesn't really look like he has fur in the games, but that's the closest to it. And also he has he has skin-colored eyelids, which is canonically correct, because fuck blue eyelids. Shit's as ridiculous as blue arms.
Yes.
This Dean Bristow, the voice actor for Robotnik, died. I don't remember why, but it's depressing because he's good fucking Robotnik.
He's so good. How far did he get to play as Robotnik? I don't remember.
I think his last game. I think his last game was Heroes.
Okay, that makes sense. Because that was the last game for these actors.
Mm-hmm.
So that tracks.
Unless it was.
To be fair, Mike Pollock's also great.
It may have been Mike Pollock in Heroes. I think it was.
Okay.
The Dean Bristow.
Okay.
I think the best Robotnik is probably Jim Cummings.
Jim Cummings is a good Robotnik.
He has he's not a Robotnik that would fit in the games.
No.
Much like how Jim Carrey is not a Robotnik that would fit in the games.
No.
But I like how when Sonic's like the cutscene ends and then these badly animated women
are suddenly
scantily clad come out.
Yep.
We're going to talk to a lot of NPCs because they're awesome.
Also, a strange remnant from when the game was supposed to be an RPG, which is so interesting.
Mr. Sonic, go see if you can save him.
Please talk to the boy.
I'm trying to decide. Yeah, the boy has the best fucking...
He does. It's my favorite.
I'm Mr. Know-It-All. Here's a clue. Grab the spinning rings. It's important. As long as you've got the rings, you'll be okay even if you hit any hazards. The more... Now you know. Jesus Christ. Oh, and don't worry if the view suddenly changes. It does that sometimes. Just keep moving in the direction you want. It may take a little time to get used to it. So keep trying.
It's my favorite thing that the camera's so bad they had to, explain how it works in the game.
Well, my favorite thing about these characters is that they provide canonical in-universe reasons for shit like...
I know.
The train strike is the reason why you can't go to the Mystic Ruins at one point.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And then, yes, how their dialogue acknowledges the passing of time and things are changing for them, which is really cool, too. I do always think it's interesting, though, when games have characters give you information on how to play, like the kid just did. You know, like how in Metal Gear, they'll, say, press the X button and shit. Mm-hmm. It's so interesting.
So one thing I was thinking about the other day is just, when I'm playing this game and I play the classic games, this feels like 3D classic games.
It does. It
and
really
this is
does.
The only game that feels like that.
Yeah,
SA2 does not feel like classic. It feels good. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's not like a classic game.
No, it's not.
This is absolutely just a classic game in 3D.
Yeah, I agree. And actually, part of the main reason Adventure 2 doesn't feel like a classic Sonic game is because while they were making these games, they realized that a lot of... Just because of, 3D was such a new thing at the time, right? Because, this game came out, 98, 99, and 2 came out in, 2001. And just, at the time...
Oh, fuck me!
Good job. It was just hard to, get 3D to work well. So, for this game in Sonic Adventure 2, they tried to make them play more like a 3D version of original Sonic, but they just couldn't get it to work. That's why all those ramps are there everywhere. Because it's regular Sonic... in these games just can't get up a ramp normally like he could in the Genesis games. And so it's so interesting to see them try to translate the style in this game, and then in Adventure 2 realize we just can't do it, and just kind of change up the gameplay to accommodate for that.
So what's really cool about, speaking of the games being like classic games in 3D, is if you notice, this game still has an act structure the way the original 4 games did.
Yeah, it just doesn't have a title.
It doesn't have an Act 1 title, but, I mean, even the Tornado sub-games have acts in their name.
Yeah, it's so interesting. Yeah, especially because, they do it in a subtle way, but it's noticeable, how...
The music remixes.
Yes.
What the fuck are you doing, Sonic?
I've never seen
that was the
before.
Strangest thing I've ever seen.
That's awesome. But not even just with the music remix, also with the idea of how the theme of the level changes, because it's Windy Valley's a great example where it's you're just there, and then the second act is you're going through while it's being attacked by a tornado, and then the third act is what the place is like now that the tornado is done, and it's it's so interesting. It's really cool.
I love this cutscene, and I you know what I've always wanted to talk about ever since we did our goddamn playthrough originally, and I never got to talk about it, is the fact that I never realized the reason the dialogue is written differently in each story is because it's done from that character's perspective, which explains why when you listen to Robotnik in Tails' story, he is so much more menacing. Mm-hmm. It's because Tails is more afraid of it.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
This game is so fucking good.
It is. Maybe my favorite of that is how the Amy cutscenes change depending on when you're playing as Sonic or when you're playing as her.
How so?
I'm trying to remember exactly. Because if I remember correctly, Sonic comes off as a little bit more cooler and engaged when you play as Amy. But I might be misremembering. I might be, but I would assume that's here. We'll
I think you're right. I'm just not remembering it right now because I have way too much THC in my systems. We can play with Tails now.
Yep.
Let's talk to the hotel man. I'm the hotel manager. Call me if you need anything. By the way, if you want to visit the Chow Garden, take the left elevator. Chow are so cute.
It's true. It's also funny to me that Sonic's just chilling in a pool, in a hotel pool at the beginning of the game.
I know, and apparently he has a fucking room.
Yeah. Oh, the funniest thing with the Chow. It's from that video you gotta watch. There's a great... Well, here, you go.
I'm the newsstand saleswoman. I'm always the first one to read the news.
Yep, good job.
I own this building. I'm not sure about this, but I heard somebody saw a monster. The roads into the city offices are closed right now. I like this guy because he has some weird fetish for his building.
Yep.
This girl's dad won't come home from work.
Is he a train dude?
No, he's in... Or I shouldn't say... He's not... He won't not come home from work. He won't come home from, the jungle.
Oh.
Because he's one of the explorers, I believe.
Interesting. I always forget about this emblem.
I know, 5 random secret emblems.
That's funny.
This one is finally Station Square. I'm going to the beach, the casino, and Twinkle Park.
She's the casino lady, right?
She is like this gambling addicted mother who abandons her son. I'm Mr. Know-It-All. Here's a tip. When you jump, it makes a big difference how long you hold down the button. Hold it longer and you can jump longer and higher. Did you know that?
Yes.
I did. I thought that was her son, but it might not be. No. So anyway, yeah, she abandons her son.
Yep, and just is at the casino. It's so wild.
I'm not going to talk to everybody, but
fair.
Various interesting things.
Yeah.
Like the woman who's addicted to gambling. That is the strangest fucking backstory.
I know, it's such a weird thing to have, but like even as a kid I noticed it. But what I was going to say is there's a YouTube channel called The Golden Bolt. They did a great retrospective video talking about Sega and Sonic Team and like how they were working from like 1998 to 2005. And he just talks about some of the wild shit of like developing Sonic games from that time. And there's a great bit in interviews where in Sonic Heroes there aren't flickies because they didn't want you to think that there would be a Chow garden in the game, even though multiple Chows show up in that game. but they drew the line at flickies, no flickies.
That's weird.
It's so bizarre, but that was like in an interview. Iizuka said that to people.
What's odd, they don't use the Chow garden anymore. I mean, I guess it's just a lot of programming, but fuck, I love Chow. It's fun.
But I'm also surprised because like that's the thing I always hear on the internet is people talking about the Chow garden. You think Sega would have done like a version for mobile phones at this point, right? Just make a Chow app.
They had a mobile Chow app on the Game Boy, for fuck's sake.
Exactly, so just like...
And the VMU.
Yeah, so just expand that and put it on phones. It's wild to me. I don't know, man.
So, unfortunately, we spoke over the last time Robotnik ever fucking says his name is Robotnik.
Right.
And I love in this game, they use it as, they use Eggman as an insult, which is exactly, they must have taken cue from this. It's exactly how they use Eggman in the movie.
Yeah.
It's a really hard boss, by the way.
It is so hard.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
I love that he does this while he's still there.
Anyway, yeah, I like that they use it as an insult. And eventually he's just like, alright, I'll roll with it then. I'm Eggman. And it's fucking annoying. I don't like the name Eggman.
I know you don't, but it's not that big of a deal.
It is.
The motherfucker's shaped like an egg.
Bowser is way cooler than King Koopa.
That's true.
But
you know what's weird?
Robotnik is a way better fucking name.
That's fair. You know what's weird? Bowser's like just like an American name. He's called King Koopa in Japan.
Am I?
He got the name from like a soup. Miyamoto. There was like some soup he like what was it called? But he like thought the name sounded cool and intense, so that's why he's named. That's why he's the Koopa King, just because it sounds like that soup name.
Yeah, I thought that Bowser was always his name in Japan.
No, it isn't.
And King Koopa was the Americanized version. I know Princess Toadstool is Americanized, and it's a terrible fucking name.
It is. I'm so glad they changed the beach. But yeah, no, Bowser's a weird situation where they reversed it. I think they wanted to distinguish him from the regular Koopas, if I remember correctly.
To make him the king. of the Koopas distinguishes it. Bowser's better anyway.
Bowser's much better. No, but that's what I'm saying is that calling him like King Koopa or Koopa King. It's like, oh, you know, it doesn't make him that much different from the turtles. So I think that's why they call him Bowser. Because Bowser's a great name. It also, I mean, we would have gotten this anyways, but with the word Bowser makes it even better. When they were revealing that Mario and Luigi game where you play as Bowser in the E3 where they announced that. Reggie Fils-Aimé just went on stage and said, Bowser, that longtime bad guy, really does suck. But I mean that in a good way. That's a real thing he said. It's because in that game, one of the mechanics is Bowser sucks up enemies into his stomach, but still. It's such an incredible phrase for him.
I like this little set piece of Tails Workshop.
Yeah, it's cool that you can get in here.
It's completely unused.
Yep.
Other than, I think there's a cutscene right here.
Yeah, when the tornado comes
I think that's
out.
basically all this is for. It's like an asset for a cutscene. They just let you in here for some reason.
But I love that they let you
But yeah, if you look around it, it's pretty cool. We'll take a better look at Tails, because you can actually fucking fly.
Yep.
And there's a secret emblem up there.
Yep. It's so weird to me that this is Angel Island on the ground, and it takes them forever to, like, explain that.
What do you mean? So,
because isn't it in the middle of the game when you finally find out that this is Angel Island and that it fell?
No, the Mystic Ruins are not Angel Island.
Oh,
the Mystic Ruins are completely different.
But Angel Island's in the middle of it, right? Like, that's why you see the shrine later as Knuckles?
I'm not sure exactly how the shrine works,
okay.
But right here, this is the floating island.
Yeah, this is Angel Island.
This is Angel Island. That's the OVA name.
Okay.
This is Angel Island right here.
Yeah.
This stuff is just separate. Here.
Yeah, and that's fair, but that's what I meant, right? It's like it is right next to Angel Island, and the shrine is definitely on Angel Island.
Yeah, the shrine's on Angel Island.
Yeah. I just meant like
I just don't know how when you can get to the Lost Ruins area from the Emerald Shrine in one of the all the flashback sequences.
Yes.
So it doesn't make much sense, but I don't give a shit. Because this level fucking rules. Look at this part. This shit's cool.
I know, this is like the only level that has like the design ethos of 2D Sonic. Of like having the multiple layers, right? Where there's different paths you can take where you do different things, but they all intersect. Mm-hmm. Which is one of the things that they kind of realized was hard to like implement into these 3D games, and part of the reason they feel a little different.
Oh, you know what's really funny is a weird little thing that was kept from Classic. I think you can play as Tails.
Oh, okay.
If you plug in a second controller.
That's fun.
I'm pretty sure I used to do it on the Dreamcast when I was a small child, and I would be like, look, I can play as Tails. Even though you can select fucking Tails.
Yeah.
I thought I was a cool hacker or something.
No, I get it. Especially where it's like, this isn't the mode where you play as Tails, so it's fun they let you do that.
And it's somehow less functional than playing as Tails in Sonic 2.
I mean, considering how janky this game is, that doesn't surprise me.
This game is not janky at all. It's perfect.
Not like earlier when we suddenly started running backwards.
That was fake news.
But this is an altered footage.
It was altered. You played it in reverse to make Sonic look bad, and it's bullshit. Okay. I don't appreciate it. Yeah, these bits are. I love this fucking level, dude. This is so much fun. These little sky things.
It's such a cool level.
I think this music piece is a remix of a level from Sonic 3D Blast.
Yeah, which is so interesting.
It's the I always forget the name, but it's the same guy did some of the music for this game.
He did some of
all of 3D Blast.
Yeah, 3D Blast is so interesting. That's the same team that did Sonic R. And now that company makes all of the Lego games. Weirdly enough. Traveler's Tales.
You would think that Sonic R and Sonic 3D Blast would have been decent. I mean,
you would hope.
I don't know.
3D
Blast is alright, I guess.
I guess.
It's like you could literally just fucking play the first level and just change the color a bunch of times, and then you're just like, oh, this is Volcano Valley. It's red.
Yep. I don't get it. And then, yeah, Sonic R is terrible. As a kid, it would give me headaches whenever I played it. And then a year ago, my friend got a Saturn, and we played R, and then boom. Just like as a kid, half an hour in, got a massive headache from playing it.
Yeah, not bad.
I agree, Sonic.
So I don't like the emblem system in this one because...
It's weird. Especially because it doesn't explain itself.
It doesn't do a very good job of it. It kind of does.
I guess, but like, does anyone in the game tell you that you have to play the level again to get the other?
Not at all. You just have to go in.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, they could at least tell you that.
They're almost like a challenge mode more than a like the way Sonic Adventure 2 introduced the ranking system.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call this the first episode, which is why I'm just fucking around like a jackass. Talk to you next time.
Yeah, goodbye, everybody.
Like, comment, subscribe.